Hi everyone, welcome back to Lifting the Lamp. And this video is a bit different from my previous ones. This is a video to mark an important milestone on the channel's journey, and that is that last week the Lifting the Lamp YouTube channel reached 1,000 subscribers. And in fact, it's now well on its way to getting to 1,100 subscribers. So that's a fantastic milestone. It's not the end goal by any means, but it's an important step on the journey. And it symbolizes in many ways that this channel is entering a new phase and is closer to being successful than it was before in a significant way. So I wanted to commemorate that tonight, and I wanted to say, first and foremost, thank you to all of you who are subscribed already, who have been watching my videos to date. I couldn't have done it without you. I really appreciate the support you've given me so far to get to this point, and I'm really glad that my videos have been so well received by you all. I've been reflecting on some of the feedback that I've been getting so far on my videos on the channel, also feedback that I've got on my Instagram account. I get comments on the Instagram as well, and the thing that seems to be repeating again and again from all of you on either one of those platforms is that my videos are helping you. People say, thank you for your videos, they're really helping me. They're helping me to find the light in my life again. And that's really satisfying to hear, because that's precisely what I set out to do when I created this channel. I knew the impact that this specific type of knowledge could have if people could only access it. Particularly in the times we're in now, we need this knowledge more than ever. You know, this esoteric knowledge, which has been safeguarded for so many generations, it helps us to do so many things. It helps us to understand our true nature, what we truly are at our core. And it helps us to understand how alienated we are from what we truly are based on how we interact with this material world that we live in. And so it helps us to understand why we feel like there's something wrong with the world that we can't quite put our finger on. It gives us an explanation for that, and it gives us a solution. It helps us to understand how to free our consciousness, how to free our willpower from the fetters that are holding it down, so that we can manifest what we truly need to manifest through the law of attraction, through magic and so forth. But it also helps us to understand that there is something greater than us, that there are things that are of value and worth that are bigger than our individual egos, and which are worth preserving and are worth exploring and adhering to as a purpose that we have in our lives. And it teaches us to be conscious of our own thoughts, words and actions, to live in a way that is virtuous, and to gain control over our own emotions, our own impulses, and to see the bigger picture in life. In a word, it provides us with all the things that we are sadly lacking in our modern culture and our modern society. You look around at how things have been in these last few years, and it's pretty clear that our civilization is degenerating at the moment. You see it every time you turn on the news, every time you watch TikTok or go onto Twitter. It's becoming so obscene. We're really living through a time which Nietzsche would have described as a time of nihilism, following the end of Christianity, or following the end of the dominance of Christianity. We had a religious narrative, we had a spiritual narrative as a society, those who live in the West, which was centered around the mythos of Christianity. But we outgrew that. It became too restrictive and too repressive. And now we're seeing that slowly die. But it hasn't been replaced with anything. All that there is in its place is relativism, some other form of divisiveness and tribalism, that we haven't seen before. And that's all that there seems to be on offer at the moment. And that's part of the reason why a lot of people feel lost. But we can start to re-establish Dharma again by rediscovering this spiritual knowledge and applying it. And I'm just one person. 1,000 subscribers isn't a lot in the grand scheme of things, but every little attempt to try and provide something positive on social media and in our culture is important, I think, because people are just crying out for it, because there's so little of it. You won't get it from streaming services, you won't get it from the mainstream media, you certainly won't get it from Hollywood. All that you get from them is more wickedness, more things that are regressing us as a civilization and appealing to the very lowest parts of our nature, the least evolved, most animalistic parts that want to just divide the world into in-groups and condemn and shout down the people that are not in our particular group. So this is an antidote to that. And I want more people to benefit. I want to help more people because I really see this channel as primarily a way of trying to be a positive influence in the world at a time when there's so little of that going around. It's not just about entertaining people. It's not just about informing people, educating them, giving them a how-to on various things, although those things are certainly important. The overarching thing that I'm trying to do is the humanitarian side of it. To introduce something soulful again into this soulless world that we're currently living in. So if you do enjoy what I've been doing on this channel and you feel as though I've helped you, there's something that you can do to help me, and that is to promote this channel even further. I can rely on the YouTube algorithm to promote my videos to a new audience, although I know that I'm not getting nearly as much reach as I could, and I know there's more people out there who would like to hear what I have to say. So if you know people, friends, family, that are interested in spirituality, looking for something more, who are interested in esoteric religion, or even if they're just interested in spirituality generally, there might be something here for them. Please direct them here. I'd like to keep being a positive influence, and I'd like this channel to reach 10,000 people and then 100,000. I really want this thing to go as far as it can. But also, let me know if there are any topics that you would like me to cover, which I haven't covered already. When it comes to spirituality, I've accumulated a lot of knowledge over the years. There's a lot of things that I could talk about. I could talk about questions of some of the difficulties that we have in life with certain types of relationships we might find ourselves in, or certain types of habits that we might be trying to break, or thought patterns that we're trying to escape to live the best life we possibly can. I haven't spoken much about that so far. I've done a few videos on the work on oneself, but I could speak a lot more about that, and that would reach a much wider audience than just talking about literally the most esoteric things that I can think of. So let me know if that's something that you would be interested in, because that is another way that this channel can help people. If you've benefited from this channel, I'd like you to share it. That's all that I'm asking. Tell other people, share it with other people, and we can continue to grow this thing together. And the community that's starting to grow up around lifting the lamp. So thank you again for being part of the journey so far. If you're new to this channel, you've only just discovered it, but you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button. There's plenty more content that you'll enjoy that I'll continue to make on this channel. So if you're only just here, welcome. And if you've been here for a year or more, there's exciting days ahead, and much more that I have to share with you. So thanks again for listening. See you next time.